too young to run, and we're expecting more states to vote in support of not too young to run. But how will this project respond to getting more young people into office? One of the build-up to not too young to run is the Ready to Run. And Ready to Run is a movement that is dedicated to inspiring young people to run for office. But not just inspiring them, but also building their capacity around issues relating to setting up campaign offices, understanding party dynamics, how to raise funding for campaigns, as well as community organization. And under this project, we're setting up a data center on Ready to Run that seeks to locate every young person in Nigeria who wants to run for office in 2019. And we will have a team that will speak with every young person who indicates interest to run. But they have to go through some criteria or some mechanisms that we've put in place to ensure quality control. And that's part of the support that the project will be providing. We will be training candidates, young people, when they emerge from party primaries. Part of what we will be doing is providing media platforms for them to promote their manifestos, as well as the issues that they seek to promote. Because in 2015, one of the gaps that we identified was the fact that youth candidates were not given maximum support. And this project is responding to that gap to a great extent. In addition to this, for the first time, we're also going to be producing a creative non-fiction book on experiences that inspire, documenting the experiences of young people who ran for office as at when they were less than 35, and documenting their experiences and using their experiences to actually inspire other young people who want to run. So far, we have profiled about 15 young people who have run for office, who are currently speakers of State House of Assembly, but also members of the National Assembly, who are also, who have been local government chairmen at different points in time in their political life. And we'll be using that book to inspire other young people who want to run. And so this project, to a great extent, would not just inspire young people, but it will provide capacity capacity building opportunities for those young people. Thank you.
So I have two gentlemen who have asked for the floor. First, the director of the European Center for Electoral Support, who is here. And I wish to acknowledge also the presence of the vice president of that organization here. And then afterwards, we will pass on the floor to the gentleman to my left.
Thanks, Ambassador. Just to say that we are subscribing to what you say in the context of the follow-up of the recommendation of the EU Election Observation Mission 2015. We do have this 10th recommendation, and all the program here is informed, trying to follow up with the Nigerian counterpart and all the other colleagues those recommendations into activities to facilitate eventually the implementation of this recommendation. European Center for Electoral Support, it is a not-for-profit foundation, Brussels-based, that has a global scope but a focus on Africa and Middle East. In the last 8 years we had the possibility to work in 35 countries, mainly with funding from the European Union and European Union member states. So therefore we are implementing projects following EU policies and values in the context of the collaboration that the European Union and its member states have with the different partner countries they have here in Nigeria. We've been in the country already since June last year, where we had the possibility to sign this contract for 13 million euro, where we are co-contributing 5% from our own core funds in order to support the INEX around 6 main outputs, whereby activities are organized within agreed work plans and revised accordingly in different time. So the different acts are support the strategic planning policy framework and operational capacity of INEC, support to INEC capacity for efficient internal communications engagement mechanism with all the different stakeholders, and this is why we have all the distinguished colleagues and partners here at the table. Support to INEC periodic voter registration, and support to INEC oversight on the, when it comes to dealing and interacting with the political parties, which is a very important part of the work of any electoral commission, and support to INEC legal capacity competencies in election alternative dispute resolution, and last but not least, support to the Forum of State Independent Electoral Commissions, which are carry out the work in organizing elections in the different states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So therefore, I would say that we are not here, as the Mr. Ambassador said, to impose any specific practice that is coming from Europe or from any other part of the world. We are here to work with INEC, with the other electoral stakeholders and with the colleagues in order to bring comparative experience coming from our own experience and from the experience of the colleagues we have hired here in order to provide support to INEC, including the follow-up of the recommendation of the Electoral Protection Commission 2015.
Does somebody want to add a question at this time? There's still time for one or two questions.
I have a question, please.
Yes,
Question.
please.
My name is Abbas. I think I can speak. Good morning, my name is Abbas from Lady Trust. Since 2011 election, the European Union and other international agencies have been involved in supporting the nation's democracy. But down the line, years, it seems that there's minimal